Mr. Lynch, you've said that if our country is not going to enforce the immigration laws that are on the books, we need to take the quote-unquote bold step of changing them. You've called mass deportation a kind of extreme solution. What specific bold changes would you make in immigration law?
Yeah, well, I thank you, and I appreciate listening to the words of people that have never really passed a law here on the stage, to include Ms. Boebert and
I have
Ms.
passed
Flora.
laws, thank you.
And out of
no, and it's been signed into law. Thank you. My Pueblo Jobs Act has been signed into law.
That we would just blanketly go after. We have a number of migrants that come into our state every year to work in our fields. So if we just blindly start rounding people up and sending them across the border, we run the risk of seriously impacting our ag community in this state. So the idea that we have folks that have never really done legislation trying to promote these sort of policies is very dangerous. These are issues that require smart, in-depth discussions before we go and start doing something as silly as, hey, let's just put buses and put them on them and get them out of here.
Okay, so you've told me what's silly. What is bold change that you would make?
Yeah, well, you know, what we need to do is look at our visa policies in the way that we allow people to stay here. I mean, here's the deal. I'm a small business owner. I would love to hire some of these folks. If we didn't legislate in the state of Colorado that I can't afford to hire them. So it's not just like round them up and go with the talking point of let's just throw them out of the country. We need to legislate. That's what we're asking for right here.
Thank you, Mr.
Lynch, how many of these 10+ million illegal aliens have visas? We are not talking about visa holders here. And I understand that you are promoting this indentured servitude and do not want people to come here and live the American dream. I've been to naturalization ceremonies, and coming here the right way is the most precious thing that our country offers. Yeah. It is so generous that we allow 1 million immigrants to come into our country, and they take that very seriously. Yeah. And for you to stand here and just say that you need workers, I think that that is gross, and it is nowhere near on point. You're talking about visas, and that system is broken and needs some repair, but these 10 million illegals do not have them.
Congresswoman Boebert,
I would love to see, Congresswoman, your legislation that you've done to do this. What is it? Because you have passed nothing.
We are in divided government, and I have passed legislation out of the House of Representatives. I work in the House of Representatives, not in the Senate, and I'm not in the executive branch. But I have passed legislation to secure our border.
No legislation.
Yes, I have. And to defund sanctuary cities. I have passed over 70 amendments to the House floor, a process that I fought to make available in the House of Representatives, something that hasn't happened in over a decade.
Because we don't want to have
Mr. Lynch, thank you very much. Mr.
boxing match here.
Mr. Holtorf, there's a question coming for you. Hold on a second.